Hello and welcome to a bonus video from MinnMax. MinnMax is a place about games, friends, and getting better, and it's also about celebrating Game Informer. We're rolling out a whole series of features celebrating the 33-year run of the Game Informer magazine. My name is Ben Hansen. I'm joined by former executive editor and former editor-in-chief of Game Informer, Andrew Reiner.
Hello, sir.
Hello, it's been a while. Also joined by Matt Helgeson. Welcome, sir. Final title at Game Informer was Senior Features
Editor.
Okay, gotcha. And Justin Leeper. Hello, Justin.
Hey, everybody. Blast from the past here.
Yeah. What was your era at Game Informer? Because I don't think we've ever really talked.
I was there from 99 to 2003.
Okay.
So about a 4-year tenure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Justin, you were in the Eden Prairie office, right?
I was in, me and Kato were in the webs, in the, the whole, for the website. And then, I was there in the move. And all of us were in that little back room. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The technical term is G2. That's the generation he was in.
Right, yeah.
Really? Okay, got it.
But anyone that was in Eden Prairie
was the
was
Optimus who died.
old school.
Yeah, that's a whole nother saga. But somebody else who's probably in Eden Prairie, Rachel Castle. Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Rachel, people might not be familiar with you, but you were the marketing coordinator. That was your final role at Game Informer?
My final role was marketing coordinator. I also did do sales. So
wow. Okay.
I kind of picked up the hat that was left behind.
It was a lot of hats left behind by the end there. I cannot imagine. Yeah. You look at the masthead for the end of Game Informer. It's like, wait, how much was Rachel doing? What was her? She just took everybody else's roles in that entire department.
I was sales. I was marketing. I did website stuff. I wore so many hats. The stack, I'd have trouble passing through a door. So.
Well, thank you for being here. And the wild thing is, you started when at Game Informer then?
1998 as a production assistant. That was technically a 6-month position. So I stayed 26 years.
It was a weird pitch. I felt like a real cryptic weirdo to reach out to you folks and be like, hey, do you want to watch an old video? I promise it's not bad. I promise it's not too strange. And everybody was sweet enough to say yes. So long story short, I was digging through. I've got hard drives and hard drives filled with old Game Informer stuff from my run there. And there's this folder, and it was called Old Rob Videos. I was like, what is this? And so I opened one of these up, and I was like, I don't remember why I have this. I don't remember ever watching this with anybody. I don't know if anybody knows that I have it. It seems insane just to upload it to YouTube randomly. And so it's like, we should have some commentary for this video from 2003. So are you all watching the screen? You ready to react to this thing?
I'm really curious. I'm really curious now.
I'm frightened because I think I know exactly what this is.
Rachel, you seem like the one person who seems to remember this. I don't know if it's in a cold, sweaty panic, but here we go.
I think I'm thinking what I thought was off.
Okay, here it is. Hang on. What did you think it was, Helgeson?
I thought it was maybe going to be Justin's Metal Gear thing.
Oh, the Dan Reichert video?
Yeah, the Dan Reichert.
Dan would be here for that.
Yeah,
I should have known that. Yeah.
Okay, here we go, everybody. Okay. Welcome back to 2003 from Game Informer.
Oh, no. It is what...
We're getting
Rockets.
A lot of press these days.
Happy.
We've had the Twin City Business Monthly do a story on us, as well as the Business Journal. We are now getting into
my gosh.
a top
you guys are blowing
10
up.
list, going into the Chicago Tribune, printed on a weekly basis. The Minneapolis Star and Tribune is also doing a column on us on our top 10s.
That is cool to have.
Andy, who is on
my gosh.
radio station every
Yes.
Monday, they are loving the information that
They
get
talked
out
about our
from him.
closing.
At the menu screen, hit start. That's my tip for you.
We've had
the footage they have of Andy giving
in our
tips.
offices.
Game Informer's been around since the fall of 1991. We started out actually kind of a weird story in that
He aged
Funko
well,
Land
huh,
a long
Andy?
time ago was like, they didn't want to pay for ads, and they were like, well, let's start our own magazine. Back then, we started really small. We were bi-monthly.
I didn't invite Andy because I knew he would hate looking at old footage of himself.
Basically, and we did it and died, lived here,
Reiner
doing
and
the
Kato
magazine,
did not
and
spoil
kind of just
Metal Gear
growing ever
Solid
since.
2's write-in
And,
thing for
it's
us.
Yeah.
That good about it.
Oh my gosh.
Don't necessarily
Yeah.
get the that they deserve.
Jeremy.
I was so happy to be there.
That's
was miserable.
And the perception is, they get to play video games all day.
Oh, I'm just
Wow.
dreading when my
I
part
want
comes
that
out
job.
because
Sounds
it was very
simple,
awkward.
but
Jeremy?
It's not that easy.
Yeah. Jeremy Doss.
They have a deadline every 20 days to get out a magazine. It's an average of 17 and a half hours to create one page in the magazine. Then
Very
they actually
casual
go
foot
through
up
the
there,
process
Matt.
of
That was
first
nice.
playing
Yeah.
the game.
I just want to
and
point out
then
that
they end up
I was the
having
innovator and
to
go
wait
involved
for
in the
the
magazine. Everyone else
epiphany
followed
to
my
occur.
I followed suit,
What
man.
am I going to
I
write?
was
about
jealous.
this? How am I going to make it sound different? How I just wrote 12 other reviews about the same type of products. How do I write a review
17 and a
about
half
this one
hours
that
per
makes it
page was her math? What does that
interesting
mean?
and new and
I
not
don't know.
redundant to the other reviews, and still put a flair for my own personality into it, because each one of these editors have their own personality. These are hardcore gamers.
Can I
who
apologize
love
right
what
now
they
for the
do,
fact that I
and
misspelled the
I don't
name
know
for
that
Titus
other
of Final
editors
Fantasy X.
have
Like,
that
nobody caught it, but it
luxury.
was I that
And it can
misspelled
be
it.
done.
Oh, you blew it.
You know, you love it so much
made
that
him-
you forget you
yeah,
have a life.
Yeah, too bad.
You can sleep well now, Justin.
There, oh my God, there I am.
Rachel, yeah.
Oh,
They do
Tom!
all the direction.
Yeah.
that
Tom
hair.
and Curtis?
The creative.
Yes.
They have this pile of
I shared a
stuff
hotel
that
room
they get
with
from the
Curtis
editors,
at
and
E3 one year.
next thing you know, I'm
Curtis
looking at
went to
these page
E3?
layouts, and
Yeah.
I just am
Yeah.
amazed
He took my
at
year.
how
I was
they
supposed
have
to go
these
one year,
gorgeous covers
and
that
I didn't
we
get to
have
go.
Are
Oh,
not
weird.
graphics that have been
Jade
sent to
Empire,
us,
wow.
and we just lay them on our covers.
Tom
There's
was
something
really
that we
like the
manipulate
creator of the whole
and
goofy
change.
photos
I think
and stuff.
our
Like
covers
that whole
are
era.
Yes.
Yeah.
for sure.
our covers have
I actually had found
a
these
color
old.
and a story in and of themselves. Something that
I
have a
Oh, the
Sorry.
business
ton
card,
of
nice.
covers.
The rocker
Don't
business
have.
cards, yeah.
I
Tom
found a
made
box of
those?
those the other day.
7 editors, 3 production people. Small team.
That's it.
Lot of work. Not only is
Whoa.
advertising,
Oh my
Amy,
gosh,
Rob.
Amy and
selling
Rob.
advertising, but they're establishing the credibility of the magazine.
And who are these
Oh,
other
and that
guys?
was
industry
oh
people.
shoot.
It's a
Oh,
very
Doug-
tough
Doug
job,
Faust
particularly
and-
with,
Faust, yeah,
with
yeah.
a magazine that is
And
so
I don't
Game
remember
Pro, I think.
in its
Is he?
reviews of
He was
manufactured
before.
He was,
products.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
weird.
okay.
Okay.
And there might be a review in one of our magazines.
There's our
that
headshots.
Isn't
Yeah.
the
Oh my
greatest.
gosh.
We
I
rank
was thinking
them
That was
from
the
1
second-
to
that was the
10,
second
and
headshots we
maybe
took.
a game got a
I'm
4.
showing a 4.25.
They're now knocking at that same company's
So she's
door,
talking about
Why did you
asking
pick that
them for
review?
She's talking about the
advertising.
challenges of
There's a lot of
when you
hours and
write
days and
reviews
years
and then you have to
involved in
go to the companies
production of
asking
this
for ad
particular
money for the
game.
magazine,
So-
which is kind of
Oh,
your
yeah,
department,
yeah, yeah.
Rachel. That's kind of your whole
And
thing.
say, oh,
Because I know you guys were
only gets a
begging
3.
the Buffy game to
They
advertise
don't
in the
necessarily
magazine. I
want
guess.
to talk to us about advertising.
There was a
We're out
good
there
Buffy
to
game,
tell
though,
a
right?
story. We stand behind
Is it
our
Dice or
story.
somebody who did it?
This is what our magazine
Really?
is.
I don't know.
This
I don't
is
remember.
what our magazine has to offer, and we have proof that
How long
we
was
can
Kathy at the magazine?
give you, Mr. Advertiser, a return on
Long
your
time. I don't
investment.
know.
He
The
was let
perception
go
is that
with
the
that
ads in
first
our
set of
magazine
layouts.
are
That was it
endorsed by the
2019.
editors.
Yeah.
We have
Right,
proof to
yeah.
show that
Yeah.
our readers
She came in when
do
Barnes and Noble
purchase.
bought
They
it
are
initially.
Yep.
influenced
Before
by
they
our
created GameStop out
advertising
of Babbage's
and
stuff,
purchase
etc.
Yep.
because of it.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Oh
The
my
customer
gosh.
service department has grown
There's Paul.
There's
There's
Paul.
Paul there.
Oh, wow.
subscription base. We literally were getting
Oh,
so many
I
phone
was like,
calls
what is
into
that?
the
I
customer
thought they were
service
actually going to have a real
department
call from
that our
someone.
phone
You know, I
system
was
shut
like,
down.
what is that?
And so we had to make a decision
When I moved to
either
Minnesota to work
open
at
up
GI,
a new
Paul let me
telephone
stay at his
system
place
here or
twice.
work out
And
a deal with the
I was too
customer
embarrassed to
service
ask
department down
for a
at
towel,
GameStop,
so
where
like
they
I didn't
do
take a shower those first 2 days.
GameStop.com stores. We
And
were
then I
able
stayed
to
in, and then I
get
stayed in
our
a
phone
hotel
system
for a
down
couple nights.
there to
Took a shower
And then I think I
there.
found an apartment.
enormous amount of phone calls.
I did take a shower at the
while
hotel.
The
Okay,
customer
nice,
service
nice.
department up here continues
room is
to
this?
fulfill new orders, reorders, change
Where
of
are they in the old
addresses.
office?
They're
He was in the
talking
Metal
to
Gear
readers.
Solid commercial.
They are
They
okay.
are.
Whoa, Chris
Ah,
Cook. Billy
yes.
Berghammer, Chris
And
Cook.
I'm not going
Nice
to say
shot.
He's Thunder. He deserves the right to tell you all about it, but it's been 3
Billy
years
ended up
in
working at
making,
Nintendo, right?
and
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
kind of a
Billy's-
dream for
yeah,
him.
Billy's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
in
It
Nintendo.
is all
Is he
that
really?
Oh,
and
yeah.
a bag of
yeah.
chips, as they say.
Seems like he's kind of somewhat high up there, though. I mean, in PR.
The
kind of stuff.
associates at GameStop.
So Kathy was talking
retail
about
level
the new
are
website
so
back in 2003, and she's like,
dedicated
"I'll let Andy talk about
to
himself,
the
but
industry
it's all that and a
themselves.
bag of
These
chips," is the way
guys
she described that
love
Oh my
website in
God.
2003.
The editors
Really
love
was.
video games.
Yep.
Many of these stores are in malls and mall
I was originally brought in to
environments,
work
and
on the
there
new
are
website
other
in
stores
'99,
like them
and then
in the mall
Let
they kind of
go.
got rid of that
selling
website,
video
and then
games
maybe
as well,
less than a
but
year
not
later,
nearly
they had a new
to
website
the
and brought
degree
in
that these
Billy and
guys
Chris.
are.
Oh, Oh,
have
okay.
a salesmanship that
Wasn't that we were
is
stuck in some
second
weird
to none.
contract rider with a web
And
developer?
GameStop
Remember
Yeah, I
that?
think
Like
so.
spends a
Natame?
lot of time
Yeah.
And like
educating
we had to
them and
nuke the whole
training
site to get
them.
out of it. Basically, I think
And
was the deal.
it is
Oh,
the
jeez.
associate's passion and that training that make
That's a
this
great
whole
issue.
sales program successful.
Yeah,
That was not the
So
review
that
issue,
is
was it?
something that every other publication
No.
in the world would love to
I don't
have.
think
Because I did
That's
I
the
did a
first look.
90-hour
That was the
work
first
week.
look.
Have it.
No,
I did a
I
90-hour
went out
work
to
week to do the guide on Vice City.
Really?
No, I did. I went out to New York to see that.
Just to think that 3 years ago we had 160,000 circulation, and today we have 1,500,000, and we're still growing. We're bringing on an average
Nobody
of
believed us,
4,000
you know?
new subscribers.
All the other
every
magazines
day.
thought we were
But
full of
we're
shit.
not
They thought
just
that
a
we were
number.
just
Game
lying. Once we
Informer
got
is
to like
not
2
just a
million and
number.
3 million,
We are
Yeah.
you know,
8
other magazines
million.
and editors were like,
That
you guys
are
making
million.
that up.
achieving
I think that was
success
the-
together.
Isn't that where we
It
peaked?
is
Was 8
the
million? I wanna say it was
editorial
Was
it?
department,
Okay.
It's the graphics department, it is the advertising department, it's the customer service department, and it's
The
the
slow
sales
zoom.
team at GameStop that
She's in the kitchen right now, right? That was the
No, that was.
number
I think this is her office, isn't it?
Our industry.
thought that was
No,
the
you see the
conference
doors? That's
There's
the
only
conference
one
room.
railing.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
conference.
conference room. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, everybody.
I think
Okay, does anybody remember this video other than Rachel, which apparently
I've
is
never seen it.
traumatized? You've never
I've
seen
never-
it?
Really?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, weird. I don't know
think I
why
ever saw this.
or how I got it from Rob, but no one remembers doing these incredibly uncomfortable shoots.
Oh, I
Rob,
do.
this is kind of a.
That
fun
must be
fact for
Damon.
people.
That must be Damon, the Los Angeles one. That's Damon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I barely
that's
remember
Damon.
him. But Rob right there, he directed a bunch of
Oh,
stuff
the
for
tongue out.
Prince, including like the video for
Yeah.
the song 7. I remember he had the Moon Man from MTV at his house because he won
Rob
like
was a
MTV
superstar.
award for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
he
it-
did all kinds of video stuff
He
for
did
Prince
the
back in the day.
Pizza Hut, what was it? The 4888888 Pizza Hut delivery. But he did
Wait,
that.
what?
Whoa,
Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's legendary. Holy crap.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
know
was him.
By the way,
Wow.
Rob's the one nicknamed Minneapolis here. For people that don't know.
yeah. Minneapolis Rob Dorm.
That's confusing.
During the night. That was
So,
his thing.
Rachel, do you remember like who was the audience for this? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Was it like
So
investors or like
It was the
people at
GameStop 2003 GameStop Managers Conference videos. So they were
Yep.
talking to
Oh, sure.
GameStop.
Yeah,
It was,
Uh,
yep,
man-
it was
that makes
Managers
sense.
Conference. That's probably why you never saw it. I saw it just purely because I was wrapped into that half of the.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
go back
Yeah.
and show my desk again.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I haven't seen that in ages.
Oh, this old
Oh
desk
my
here?
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
would've
that
been-
was Bertz's desk.
Sure,
when I
That was
started.
Bertz's desk eventually.
Yep.
So right over that wall, Justin had a pet scorpion.
In this
Yep.
cubby over here?
Stingy.
Oh,
It was
you
that
probably
fruit show.
can't
I
see
had
it.
2 scorpions, yeah.
I know.
He was too. There
you-
you go.
And they let you keep that in the office?
Yeah, I don't know why, by the way. but
I didn't
he
really ask
published it.
anybody.
There would
Yeah,
be days
yeah.
I'd be like working on like a Final Fantasy X strategy guide at like 3 a.m. in the office, and I'd hear that thing moving around, and I'd just
Oh.
freak out. I'd have
Oh
to stand
my
up and look just to make sure it was still in there.
What a nightmare.
Nope.
And I've had
Nope.
crickets too. So like there were literal like a dozen crickets sometimes in the office in a little tank.
How did you all put up with this? This is miserable.
I was in an
Boy,
entirely
yeah.
different room.
Smart. Very
So
smart.
Yeah,
I was
I
all
didn't-
good.
I never loved it, that's for sure.
Who is this
Lisa
in the back?
Mason in the middle there?
Yeah.
It's Jeremy
Jeremy
Zoss.
Zoss.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
He's not
Okay.
that tall. He's standing on something. The
He's
sausage I
definitely,
used to
he's
call him.
definitely standing on something, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't that tall.
You look so miserable.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
know,
us.
I know. We're
Then,
like, we're
then I
like
think
here.
that there's one of the takeaways. from
Kato's
this
got
video
such a
would be
fake
that
smile there. Like, that's so fake.
Yeah, oh,
Like,
he's just
that's
counting on
like
the
really-
seconds.
Kato?
Kato's
Get
mad
the
right
hell
now.
out of here. Oh,
And Reiner's like, just.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm like sad. I'm like,
This is take 75.
Constantly.
Can we please get out of here?
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
do you all remember anything about this?
Oh
Like,
my
where did you
gosh.
go to shoot it? What was the pitch? It just seems so bizarre.
this
for
was
this
in.
film.
This was in the. They set up a white screen in the conference room too for
Really?
us to stand in front of.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
I just
Yes.
have no memory of this whole thing at all. It's weird.
Okay,
We
we
blacked it out. I get it. I totally understand.
we have it super pixelated, and of course they have to squeeze it down because it looks cooler in 2003. But this is the best video
Yes.
tour we have of Game Informer in 2003.
Yep.
God, Kato's
Still
desk did not
CRT
move.
monitors still.
Yeah, I
That's-
love.
Key monitors.
That's
Love
back.
that.
Oh no, that is the right way. I was gonna say that's backwards, but no, that was the right way because Kato was over. on
Primal
us.
Rage machine never worked.
Oh, really?
None of our arcade machines worked, did they?
Not really.
After your time, we got to work in a little bit. What machine is this in the middle here?
Blitz, maybe?
Jam.
Oh,
I was gonna
Blitz
say it
seems
looks
right.
like NBA Jam. That
Okay,
one
it could
did
be.
work because
Okay.
we still had that at the office before we got shut down. That was still sitting there, and I believe Alex got it working. I think.
Okay.
Ryder,
There,
that
like
Kirby,
that's-
that
I've
Kirby
got
build.
a fake
Kirby.
autographed picture of Britney Spears. There's a picture of me with an Uzi. There's a picture of me with Guar. Some ECW guys, Mike Awesome, Raven, and,
Oh my gosh.
Tommy Dreamer. There's me and RVD, Rob Van Dam.
Whoa.
Bunch of
Nice.
fun pictures on that.
Hey, by the
Ryder,
way,
do
this
it.
circle, this communal circle here was like an issue meeting.
Oh, you
We used to
not
do
do
those
Yep,
later
yep.
with you, Hansen, in the conference room.
Right,
When our
right.
staff
Right.
grew, but when we were 7 editors, it was just this group, this circle here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so
Ooh,
what was in the
Dark
other?
Alliance, yeah.
Was there anything in the other bullpen
Again.
then? Like in the back bullpen?
So where the web
That's
guys were.
there was offices still that wasn't
Rachel
open
and
back
Chris.
there.
Okay.
So there was Billy and Chris were back there in one of the offices.
Okay. Yeah. Lisa Mason here next
I
to
don't remember at
Yeah.
least having dreads, but she did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Apparently
she
for this
did.
video.
Very,
I
funny.
remember that.
Like, my current job, I kind of like got connected with it through Lisa.
Oh, really?
Did you?
Yeah, I work at an
That's so
agency called
cool.
Carmichael Lynch, and she was working there at the time. And I had gotten laid off from this job, and she was like, "This guy I work with needs some like
Rob Van
freelance
Dam?
SEO writing." So, like, yeah, and then that contract gig turned into a full-time thing, but she was kind of my initial
Oh, that's nice.
contact there.
Oh, pair of nunchucks
That's so
there.
cool.
I had several pairs of nunchucks in the office. Again, like people were okay
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, we
but I
know you
think-
did,
I think
Justin. Yeah, we remember.
I remember them.
The
You didn't like
takeaway
to
here
talk
is that
about it.
I sucked to work with, basically. I
Yeah.
was not the best person when I was like 23 years old. Hopefully I've grown since then, but there's probably
It
a
was
lot of
funny.
apologizing I have to do.
Well, the
I
main
gotta
thing.
contact HR in hindsight.
Yeah. I feel like the first time I ever heard about you, Justin, was people talking about one time when Itagaki came to the office to talk about Castlevania, and you decided to impress him with your nunchucks. You remember this?
I don't.
Okay. The legend
It
I heard.
was-
I mean, I
you-
impressed
No, it was the Ninja Gaiden guy.
Oh,
Igarashi.
Yeah, Igarashi.
Yes.
No, Igarashi's the Castlevania. Itagaki is the
Itagaki.
Thank you. Oh, I'm all
Dead or
jumbled.
Alive
Yes.
guy.
Yes. You're totally
And
right.
Rachel did at least one of the Dead or Alive 3 features that I wrote because we had to do like 2 kind of back to back, and I remember.
I
that
feel like I did.
Rachel one.
It's all kind of blurry. I don't remember. I remember some of the covers I did, but
Itagaki was kind of the creepy guy, right?
He was interesting. When I played DOA 3, we played a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, okay, you know how to play. Now I can kick your ass." Like he kind of turned it up a couple levels.
I'm just
was he
looking
the
at
guy
how
that would
old
wear like
those computers
sunglasses
are.
inside and stuff, Ryder?
He
Yeah,
did-
he always
kind
had like the
of
rock star
big-
kind of persona.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
Reiner, is this-
I'm thinking of the same guy.
This is your shrine to Final Fantasy X here on your desk? 2003, that seems like the right time
Yeah.
for that. Yep.
oh my gosh, those
That's
TVs,
Jeremy.
those computers.
Yeah. I can't believe
So-
these desks were
Titus
still around.
with a D, not a T, not Titus.
What are these? what's he-
Now this is a real question.
What's
All
that
right.
game? What's that game?
Is it Metal Arms?
Yeah, I think that's Metal Arm.
Yeah.
Okay, glitch in the
Metal
system,
Arms,
yeah. And then
He's playing the-
My guess is they said just start playing something.
right. This would be great. We'll
That's
zoom in.
that's me.
Open a document,
something.
look at it.
Oh, I got a really cool. There's Kawada doing like a Hurricane Rana on a figure up there by the slimes.
It looks like
Hey, here's
I
a-
don't remember. And
Here's something cool, Hansen.
Yeah.
So keep this screen here. So that second screen Justin has there, usually we'd use that for screenshots. So we'd have the game projected on that screen as well as our
yeah.
main. And then some of us had pedals that you could step on to take screenshots.
pedals.
Nice. I
Yeah,
didn't
like
know
a
that.
foot pedal. Curtis
What?
like hardwired one, or you could hit a button on your keyboard or a separate device to take screenshots. So you take hundreds of screenshots. We were taking all of our own screens, and then we'd go through them and then pick them out for the magazine.
Whoa.
Curtis did
You know,
some amazing
but
stuff.
we had a problem
We
with
should've-
deinterlacing,
yeah.
right? When the PS2 came out,
Yeah,
it-
yeah.
there was any movement that was on screen too much, it would be deinterlaced. So, or there's the anti-aliasing or something. So they kind of blurry where the movement was. So we'd have to
Yeah.
do something that would actually reduce the quality,
There's
so
like
the pictures
lines,
wouldn't look
yeah.
as good.
We should mention Curtis, also by far the smartest person that ever worked at GameStop.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
he was amazing.
Like
Yeah.
a mile.
Yeah. The amount of
He was
stuff
like
that
a
he
genius.
made on his own.
I know he lives out in my, or at least he lived out in my area, but I used to run into him when we worked together, and now that I don't work with him, I never see him anymore.
Oh man. What
Yeah,
a bummer.
he's a good dude, but he was just
Yeah.
a genius with computer stuff and like
Oh
all
yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Also, the voice of an angel when you'd work late, you hear him singing in the bathroom, just belting out some show
Oh
tunes.
my
It
gosh.
was really good. Cool. See Andy's office there back in the day. It's amazing
Yeah,
how
I like
much.
that shot.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a vault there for a second.
Yeah. Let's see what the vault looked like back in.
Oh my God, there was a
2003.
flash of me too.
They're really trying to make this.
So something I was
action-packed.
talking. I was talking to Ben, I think, about this on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Remember when we finished an issue, we would get to go in seniority order and kind of pick from the spare games that were left over.
Right.
And like we would get some really good stuff. And I think that did that kind of go away, or did people only end up getting like sports games or whatever?
It was still there.
Oh my
There's some
gosh.
okay stuff. Yeah, but there's Curtis and Tom, and then Rachel in the middle. You guys just having fun together.
Oh no. They were like,
Crossing arms,
come
pushing
on
each other
guys,
the way.
rub elbows. I'm like, no, please, God, please, no.
But yeah, we still had that. Normally, yeah, it was just like, back when I started, it was like I was still playing on PS3. Everyone else was going 360s, so it was just like I got so many crappy PS3 sports games. Like I guess I'll just take more of these because we have way too many of these and nothing else. So we kept that system up, and then we started like rolling for a while, some dice to see who would get what. Old proofing tables here.
I did like the old Game Informer, like Phillips 66 kind of logo. They keep showing the round one.
Yeah.
I had that on a
That
hat.
was nice too. The hat.
Yeah, we had hats with those.
I have a jacket.
They did
I have
hats too.
I have
really?
a jacket
Wow.
with the old one, the old one, and then the next one, the one that's here.
Nice. This is
So
probably
I did that feature because I went down to
QuakeCon.
QuakeCon.
Wow.
and
Okay.
had a really like awkward thing with
Oh, there's Tom.
Tarmac.
Oh yeah.
He's just really like kind of like a robot-y kind of.
Tough to talk to, I'd imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love having
it was
this.
kinda
Hey, Tour,
awkward.
Tiger Woods 2004, one of my probably my favorite
Gladius,
golf games
Jesus.
still.
Hey, there we go. Jeez, this is all on the
Oh,
tip
that's
of your
me.
tongue, man. Oh, it turns out it was you the
There
whole
you
time. And of course, you have Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, and Random
Yep.
Dalmatian on your desk, of course.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh man, those Macs were the shit back then too.
Oh my gosh, they were awesome.
That was a big deal. Those Macs.
Oh, that's fun to see the entire department.
The
I mean,
blue.
Curtis had that Mac, I feel like, or at least that mouse and keyboard until like
Yep.
The end.
There's the
2019.
nipple cover right there.
Yeah. Nipple cover?
What's that?
Only cover I think where visible nipple.
Okay, notable.
BMX Triple X version of the Sex Lies in video games.
StarCraft
Ooh,
Ghost, of
yeah,
course.
I did that cover story.
Never
That was a
came out.
weird trip too.
Oh, God, I can't even
was a weird
imagine.
one.
Hugh
Star Ocean
Jackman.
3 is a feature.
I
It was
did
my
the Splinter
first
Cell
trip to
cover.
Japan.
Oh,
think.
Star
I
Ocean
don't
3,
remember
that's
now.
awesome. What did you say, Rachel?
I
Oh,
wrote
I said I
Spider-Man
think I
2
did the
and
Splinter Cell cover. I can't remember now though.
Oh, yeah. Oof. I do not remember this on the cover at all.
I do.
You remember all these things?
I
Rachel,
don't. I know
so
all of
when
them.
Kathy here, who's our publisher, we talked about her a little bit here, but when she's talking about like the difficulty of when you score a game of 4.25, trying to go to the companies to get advertising, how challenging was that? Was it a pretty direct line where they constantly bring out the review scores?
Well, back then I wasn't actually part of sales yet. I mean,
Okay.
I would work on the marketing materials and stuff, but I never actually had to do. But now that I've had to do that, I mean, it's kind of a different world now than it was then. So I'm not really sure, but I could see how it would be difficult because I did have a couple of publishers, ask me questions like, hey, have you had any coverage? What's the coverage of our games and stuff? And it's like, well, if we're covering your games, then you'll advertise. But if we don't cover your stuff, then you won't. Wouldn't you? I don't-
Yeah.
Here's something also interesting, Hansen. Like these issues, most of those reviews were hitting before the games came out. We had this lead time. They would send us games months in advance or
No,
2
they
months
don't
in
do that.
advance. And this would be the first time anyone, the public, was seeing like what these games were scoring, right? Like it was us, GamePro, EGM. That's where you were getting kind of your first reviews before
Yeah.
websites.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, can you guys
Am I
walk
the
me
only one who
through?
got a phone call from a dev once about a low score? Because somebody literally called me at Game Informer and was like, why did you give this game such a low score? I worked on it. And it was, I think, a college basketball game. And I don't remember what their position was, but like they wanted to debate me right then and there on the phone
Oof.
about my
Because
low
that's
basketball game
you're
score.
gonna print a retraction. What? I don't understand
Right.
what the point is.
I mean, being a dev myself now, like I get it, if he thought that I said something that was incorrect. I mean, I remember really my first time seeing one of my games reviewed in Game Informer, and that was SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 when I did the Road to WrestleMania. And like, it was a big deal, and I never knew what people were going to think of it. So yeah, that worked out, but not all games can be winners.
Yeah. Okay, who's this guy on the right? Billy, I got, but
Chris Cook.
Chris Cook.
Chris Cook.
God, Reiner, he was at LucasArts. He was at World of Tanks for a while. He's still
in the industry.
Yeah,
And
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
communications or PR. I can't remember what his new role is.
Nice. Okay, so here's a look at the old site. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
The one
18
that's-
days.
Ratchet
Enough
Clank
dish
1,
to
remember
fix.
that cover story? Ratchet and Clank 1 debuted at E3, was it 2001? And like nobody had heard of that game, and Sony gave that to us as an exclusive for the E3 issue, put us up in the standard in downtown LA, and like where all the parties were. And Reiner had the best line ever. Remember this, Reiner? To Tobey Maguire. Was it Tobey Maguire or Hayden Christensen? I just ruined the punchline, but like somebody was saying to you, like, hey, we got the biggest star in Hollywood right next to us.
Oh, the
And you were like,
elevator. Yeah, that sucked.
What is this?
We were in an elevator. It was Tobey Maguire. We were in an elevator with Tobey Maguire, and he had like these people that were there just hyping him up to us, like random people in the elevator, like, you know who this is? Biggest man in America. And I was like, Hayden Christensen? And everybody just started laughing because Attack of the Clones had just come out.
Take that, Toby.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, this could go on all day, but thanks for being a good sport and watching this little video from the past here, everybody. I'm glad it's preserved in some form. These meetings are locked in forever between Kathy and Rob.
Look at how tense he is.
Oh, you can see it.
In the moment.
He's closing the deal.
Making it happen. All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right,
Appreciate
this
it.
is fun. Hey, Rachel and Justin, it was really good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you all.
too.
Hugs.
Yeah.
My arm would go
everybody.
all the way across. It could.
Yeah.
Let's see.
everybody.
Rachel, anything you want to plug?
I got nothing at the moment.
What type of job are you looking for? That type of thing?
Well, I'm still willing to do magazine layouts, production, design, that kind of stuff. I can do sales. I can do lots of things. So,
Awesome.
Yeah. for
Great.
sure.
Contact info in the description for this video if you want to check it out. Justin, Splash Damage, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm currently working on Transformers Reactivate. I've been lead narrative designer for 2 years there. You can Google me because I own the info panel for my name on Google, or look me up on really Twitter is really the only thing that I'm super active on. But if anybody remembers me from the magazine time, but I also toured with Guar. I was a pro wrestler. I was motion capture in Death Stranding.
Right.
It did some stuff, did some cool stuff. So,
yeah.
Game Informer was really the start of a lot of that cool stuff. And it's awesome to reminisce. And, these three people I have really fond memories of. Again, I was maybe not the best person to be around at that time.
Okay.
So I apologize with love.
You were awesome, Justin. Yeah.
Yeah,
No worries, no
There was a
worries.
lot.
We love
there was
you, man.
probably a
We
lot
love
of
you.
stuff that would have been. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not.
you
It's
wouldn't
not
do today
aging
in that
well.
office, I would say,
Yeah.
across the board, probably.
All right. Helgeson, anything you want to plug, man?
Not too much. Well, let's see. I'm just doing search engine optimization, so that's always exciting.
Okay.
I have a new band called Field Hospitals. My last band is a new album called Cassini. There's a new album out on Ecodelic Records that just came out, so you can check that out. I'm on Twitter somewhat, trying to be on it less, but still kind of addicted to it, so I fail. But yeah, I'm good. Yeah, just kind of
Sweet.
chilling.
Love it. Reiner?
I'm working on a bunch of stuff I can't talk about over at Gearbox.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hey,
hopefully
Ryder, Ryder, congrats on
You need any marketing?
big
Yeah,
movie.
we released a movie,
yeah.
Lionsgate's movie, but we had a hand in it, and that was fun. So go see Borderlands in theaters now, and get your awesome Claptrap popcorn bucket. Can people see that?
No, you got to really bring it up to your face if that's an option.
Look at this thing. This is a popcorn
that's
bucket.
That is good.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's solid.
That's nice.
That's
That's
rock
really
solid.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So go see that, but stay tuned. There'll be a lot coming very soon.
Awesome. And there'll be a lot more coming from MinnMax for the celebration of Game Informer. If you enjoyed this, you can always subscribe to MinnMax's YouTube channel. We have more videos rolling out celebrating 33 years of history. Thanks so much, everybody. See you next time.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. Great to see you.
Bye.
You've seen the headlines. You know that the media landscape is consolidating. Having truly independent games media is more important than ever. MinnMax can exist independently as a place about games, friends, and getting better, but we need your help. The good news is that it's easy. Just click on that subscribe button or unlock a mountain of benefits by going to patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. Thanks so much, everybody.